As Karnataka goes to polls on the 12th of May, the demand for a separate and minority religion tag for the Lingayats has received official backing from the Siddaramaiah-led Congress government. While the demand itself has a multitude of historical and philosophical dimensions, the move by the Congress government led by Siddaramaiah raises a plethora of suspicions. Here's everything you need to know about this issue. There are two communities that we need to talk about. First, the Veerashaivas, who have been considered to be a part of the Shaiva sect of Sanatana Dharma. According to tradition, on the direction of Lord Shiva, the Jagadguru Panchacharyas, the five gurus of the Veerashaiva tradition, emerged from the Lingas at the commencement of each yuga and established this dharma. The Veerashaivas are mostly from Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. The second community are the Lingayats, who are mostly followers of Basavanna and his teaching. Lingayatism was founded, or some say was revived, in the 12th century by Basava, who was a statesman and a philosopher in Karnataka. The demand for a separate religion status for the Veerashaiva Lingayat faith has surfaced from a numerically and politically strong community. However, there is resentment from within as to whether these two communities need to be projected as one or not. One such demand by the All India Veerashaiva Mahasabha was put forth in 2013, in which B.S. Yediyurappa, who was then not a part of the BJP, was also a signatory. It is one of the flaws of our polity that Articles 25 to 30 of our Constitution, which are genuinely meant to protect cultural and religious minorities from majoritarian interference, have been subverted to mean the opposite. That the state can only interfere in majoritarian institutions and deny them the autonomy and equality before law. This is the prime reason as to why Hindu denominations and sects opt to become non-Hindu and therefore seek to be a minority separate religion. One of the major reasons behind the demand for a separate religion status for the Lingayats has to do with the benefits they receive through their educational institutions. The Lingayats administer about 1,100 mutts across the state, and a lot of these have their own educational institutions. When the minority religion status is given to a community, they receive a lot of benefits in the educational institutions that they run and administer. These educational institutions will be devoid of any government interference and will also receive special funds from the government, apart from which 50% reservation for members will be present in their educational institutions. And these educational institutions will have the right to profess and propagate their religion freely. Why is this a political move by the Congress? The Lingayats are a politically dominating force in Karnataka. 8 chief ministers have been from this community alone. Yet, in the last 3 decades or so, the Lingayats have not been a loyal voter base for the Congress party. This has to do with something that happened in the 1990s. In 1989, Virendra Patil, a Lingayat, was elected as the chief minister from the Congress party. 1 year later, he suffered a stroke and Rajiv Gandhi visited him. Although Virendra Patil opposed this move, Rajiv Gandhi went ahead and installed somebody else as the chief minister. The Lingayat community has never forgotten this betrayal. The Nagmohan Das committee report, which was to be presented in 6 months, was pushed to be presented in 2 months. This shows that the Congress is desperate, if not to gain new voters from the Lingayat community, to at least ensure that the BJP does not get the bulk of the Lingayat voter base. Congress is attempting to define Hinduism from the Abrahamic lens. In the cabinet decision, those Veerashaivas who believe in Basavanna, who consider the Vachanas as the sacred text, where the Ishtalinga will also be considered as Lingayat and therefore will also receive the minority status benefits. If every dharmic reformer is deemed to be a non-Hindu, then does that mean that we end up becoming a religion of only minorities? Will every reformer such as Sai Baba or Sri Sri Ravi Shankar or Sadhguru end up having their own minority religion? We need a longer term strategy to counter these communal moves and objectionable constitutional provisions. Behind a lot of this legal and theological confusion lies the fact that Hindus do not define their religion in the Western sense. The larger question that we are asking today at the Electrite series is whether the average Lingayat Veerashaiva in Karnataka will let go of his cultural ethos of being a Hindu and let go of his festivals, his daily routine, to be called a minority community. Will this poll gimmick of the Congress government have a larger impact on the Hindu cultural ethos? Stay tuned to Swarajya and to the Elect Right series for more on the Karnataka elections.